I'm just trying to figure some things out. We will see with this. I guess I'm going to have to, again, I don't understand why this is not working. No. What's that? No. Just looking to see. Hi, welcome to the Paranormal Psychic Live. I did not schedule the time on this. I'm just looking for some things on here, but I will start this too. Hi, welcome to the Paranormal Psychic Live. I did not schedule this. And the last time I was on, it only, I'm pointing over here because you have the full replay to the right. It only recorded 15 minutes of the live, and it was about 50 minutes. So this is a Paranormal Psychic Live. If you're not following my channel, follow my channel. I take requests. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Thank you for the like. Tomorrow is the full moon at Paranormal and Psychic. So I'm going to talk about ghost stories, paranormal investigations. I just booked one for July at a lighthouse in upstate New York that I plan to go live with all of you. So that's what I was just doing before I went live with all of you. So also to give you, so tomorrow's the full moon, 4:44 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The next live, do I use ghost boards? Are you talking about a Ouija board? I don't use Ouija boards, but I do use equipment, meaning a dead bell, a tripwire, a spirit box, cat balls, flux, a yes/no device. So I am planning this month to have lives. I mean, I'm calling it June because Monday's June. I'm planning to have more. Hi, Rita. Thank you for the like. I am. So next, are shadow people evil? That's a really good question. I have seen shadow figures. The most recent time was in January when I was conducting investigations. Thank you. God loves you too, Tiffany. I am a child of God as you are. So, shadow figures are definitely negative. That's for sure. I wouldn't per se that they're evil, but they're definitely negative. That's why when you see them, they're black and a lot of times formless because they've rejected the light. So that is why when you see them, they are black. Have you seen Bore? Have you ever seen a shadow figure before? I do post some of my ghost stories here on the channel about shadow figure encounters or shadow figures. Thank you, Rita. I appreciate that. That's really kind and sweet of you. Thank you. Let me just 1 second. I'm still live. I tried to find you outside. I'm live. I tried to find you outside. Okay. I'm back. Yeah, you did. Okay. Do you so was it at your house or where did you see them? like I said, this year was a couple investigations. A house that I lived at in Scranton also had them. I will be staying at that house in July. Like I was just telling you, I just booked this lighthouse investigation for July, which I'm really excited about. I've never investigated at a lighthouse before. So, and I do plan to bring that live to all of you. That's going to be a Wednesday night, July 22nd. The good thing with here, and I'm looking because I'm on here, I'm talking to you, YouTube. I got Facebook to the right over here. Is the good thing here with YouTube is that I can upload the replay, meaning if you don't get to see it in real time. But the good thing with the lighthouse investigation is I'll be able to give you about a window of time. That's Wednesday, July 22nd. It's going to be evening time, New York time. So I do plan to at least bring you a half hour from the lighthouse. Yeah, where did you see your shadow figures? I've seen them several times, more than several times. And that's why also, thank you, Rita. I appreciate that for saying, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. And I can tell you are a gentle soul as well. So I do appreciate, because as you know, there are trolls and there are haters. And I am not in Pakistan. No, I'm on the east coast of the United States. Are you in Pakistan? Have you been to Lahore in Pakistan? I've heard it's very it's a big cultural city, Lahore, very cultural. Your father was sick in the time the shadow men make noise to go in his room. We go in there and he was dying. I'm sorry to hear that. How far are you from Lahore in Pakistan? He warned you. Okay, meaning that you took it as a sign that dad was. I'm sorry to hear that about your dad. It is always it's tough. It is tough. I know this too. Yeah, that dad was not evil. Yeah, no, that's definitely. It's interesting that you saw that right before dad moved on to his next journey. To say, do I eat biryani? Chicken tikka masala, dal taka. I like tofu, jasmine rice, naan. Okay, but was the shadow man all black? That's the question I have for you. Was the shadow man? No, I'm not Filipino. Are you, Rita? Filipino? It's 11 a.m. I'm actually Greek. Not Filipino. I'm Greek, American Greek. Yes, and bigger than the door. Interesting. And that's why also too, like Albert Einstein said, your experiences, you have a biryani shop. Yeah, not sure what biryani is actually. I thought you were talking food or something. So, oh, okay, very good. You're from in the Philippines. So it's, let's see. What is it? Is it 8, 9 p.m. at night in the Philippines? Because I know in Greece it's about 6:30 p.m. Greece is 7 hours ahead of New York time. Mutton. I don't eat mutton though. I'm sorry, Hero Gaming. I don't eat mutton. Too. It's 11:30 in the Philippines. Okay. Yeah. No, and I'll say this is why with YouTube I go on at this time, because I think about Rita, such as yourself in Philippines, that this is a time, that it's workable for you to tune into the live. If you're not following my channel, please follow my channel. Not really Hero Gaming. I'm more of a fish person. Fish, tofu. I like the pink, and I like too also that you have pink. Um, Pink is one of my favorite colors. Why the Shadow Man doesn't go. Okay, well, you could follow my channel, Joss. And I do take requests for content as well. I just posted a ghost story about a wizard that sells his soul to the devil. That was the latest story I posted this morning. Okay, thank you, Joss. I appreciate that. Oh, you got the cats. Oh, Stella, very good. Yeah, and they're 8 weeks. Beautiful. What colors? And boy, girl, 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 boy, boy. Wonderful. Prawn, I have an allergy to. Prawn, I unfortunately have an allergy to prawn. Beautiful. What color, Stella? What color? Too. I'm curious. Too. I'm an animal lover, so I like cats. I like dogs. Estella, we were talking the other day. Um, yeah, unfortunately with prawn, I have an allergy. I know what prawn is too, because also in Greece, it's very popular. Prawn. So tomorrow is the full moon. That is at 4:44 a.m. New York time. So in Philippines, I'm just thinking here, that I think is about 1:30 in the afternoon. My favorite color is pink, Rita. I'm a pink person. I know I'm in blue and red today, but I do have pink blush on. Pink is my favorite color. What is your favorite color? What is everyone's favorite color? I like all colors too. I am a boy and girl. The girl is blonde and named Eve, and the boy is Dash because he plays a lot, also known as a cuddler, and he's black and white. Oh, that's really cute. Are they the same litter? Are they brother and sister? Ah, there you go. Ding, ding, ding. They're siblings. That's what we call a synchronicity. I'm thinking they're siblings, and then Stella writes they're siblings. That's also what we call a synchronicity, meaning we are synced into one another, and that creates a multiple connection. Yeah, vegetarian, sure, yeah. I'd have to look. I think what I had Indian food I had earlier this month. Actually, I did, and it was fantastic. Um, Too, it was the cottage cheese and the tikka masala sauce with rice. Okay, your wallpaper is your dog's from a few days ago. That's okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Rita, about your dog. Have you had it? How long ago did your dog pass? Saying, well, you'll update your wallpaper, and I feel that your dogs feel good about you, Stella. I get, especially one of them is sending you a lot of love, so I feel good about the dogs, too, because they're in good homes, as we talked about the other day. I'm sorry to hear that, Rita. How long ago did that happen, and what type of dog? You know, it's we only get the dogs for us a short, period of time. Yeah, Pakistan. Yeah. Um, I did write an archaeology paper how the mother goddess originally was in Pakistan at the Mohenjo-Daro and Harappan sites, if you're familiar with that, Hero Gaming. And I wrote how from those archaeological sites, the mother goddess migrated into northern India. So that was the extent of what I have delved into with Pakistan. You saw a YouTuber at PetSmart there. What, at the PetSmart that you got the cats or the dogs? I'm not sure that I'm understanding that saying, Stella. If you're not following my channel, everyone, follow my channel. It does help grow, people tuning in to the channel. And like I said, I do take requests for content. I do listen to what you have to say, as you see. Tomorrow is the full moon, so it's an intense day. Geminis and Sagittarius, if you're Gemini or Sag in the Western astrology, you are on deck. Oh, Pomeranian. Okay. Um, how long ago did your Pomeranian pass, Rita? So a full moon tomorrow is about release and letting go, and so it's kind of like, when you purge like excess clutter in your house, so you bring in new energy. That's the same theme with tomorrow's full moon. But Geminis and Sages, this is your full moon tomorrow to say. Too. And then the thinking planet, Mercury, if we got Geminis and Virgos, is going to move in Cancer. So the thinking is going to get a bit softer, slower, sensitive, tuned into people's feelings, connecting to your feelings. That starts Monday. As well. I'm just looking at my checklist here. I always have notes just to give you a little bit of my background. I was a university professor for over 20 years, too, as well. So I taught mythology. That was one topic that I taught with the gods and goddesses. I taught also in philosophy as well. Too. So Stella's saying, "Oh, Rita, that's why my dog that died on the road, he was a Pomeranian." I'm sorry to hear that, Stella. That I think we talked about that, Stella, the other day. I talked about a golden retriever when I was a teenager. He ran across the street to greet me, and he did not make it. I was sobbing the whole day. I was very shaken. It's very upsetting. I saw even recently, a couple months ago, like a puppy black lab on the road. I mean, it looked happy in the face, but somebody hit it with a car. Okay, so you're Stella, are you in central? You're in central time zone, Stella. Yeah. So, okay, so you're Midwest, maybe somewhere abouts around Chicago. Okay, she passed at 15 for a dog, right? She did have a long life. I think 15 is considered on the longer side, too. Have you had a visit, Rita, from her, your Pomeranian, in a dream? Have you, felt that you've had contact and communication? That's a different font and script that you have. That's cool too. And you know what it is? The white is even bolder when you just with that font and the bold, Stella. Yeah, has she, Rita, visited you in a dream? Have you felt contact or communication with her? So I do film ghost story videos, as I was telling you. So I was filming this week. I was filming yesterday. The video I posted this morning, that's yesterday. I do want to post a full moon video. I have to see if the one I filmed is going to upload without a watermark on here. If it does not, I will have to film that again for all of you. Two, I am going to film more ghost story videos next week. If you've heard of where Princeton University is, I am planning to film there next week, and also Cape May. And speaking of lighthouses, I am thinking of filming a ghost story at the lighthouse in Cape May. Not that I really, because also, yeah, I know, and that's beautiful, Stella, that you're saying that small creators, yeah, more support, because as we were talking about this the other day, there are a lot of talented small creators, and I know this with building my social media. You can't give up even when you're a small creator. You have to stick it out. Sometimes it does take years to build, people listening, tuning in. Okay, for 20 years. Okay, I thought you had said 15. 20 is a long time for a dog. Yeah. Okay, good. That's saying, and you can always ask your pets in the spirit world to give you a sign, that they're around you too. That is also as well. We do discuss that during the lives, and I do perform live shows, and also at the live shows we talk about that as well. Uh, saying, uh, just to give you, when I go live, the next live is going to be on Saturday again. That's gonna be from a paranormal expo near Princeton, New Jersey. You get to see Paranormal Expo. I did this earlier this month at White Hill Mansion in Fieldsboro, New Jersey. This is a cryptid and paranormal expo. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking maybe I should go live with all of you first, because as some of you are sharing, Stella, I know you're in Central Time Zone, because I know I have a client on Monday that I'm reading for, and he's on Central Time. So it's just, finalizing with him yesterday, we're just going over. He's in, you're an hour behind New York time. But I'm thinking maybe I will go live with all of you first if I can get there. I'll see how early I can get there on Saturday. I want to give you just a half hour. You get to see the Paranormal Expo too. In the United States, we have a lot of these paranormal expos. We have one in New Orleans the end of July. Maybe I'm going to go to that. There's one in Scranton, Pennsylvania in September that I'm planning to go to. I'll go live again there for you. But when I'm live again with all of you, it's going to be at a paranormal expo. So you get to see too an expo, right? Walk around and I like to give you variety, because the week after that, I'm going to go live from a paranormal investigation with 222 PIR, who are on here. Stay Haunted. If you want to also follow their channel, Carmela and Todd, we've done several investigations together. So it is, a variety June for all of you. I try to, give you variety, because I think variety keeps life interesting. With that. So I did film at a university this week, as well. Thank you, Rita. I appreciate that. I love all the pink hearts. Thank you. Saying that. It does mean a lot, because, I try not to focus on the negative. So, you showing love, and I'm sending you love too, reminds me why I do this. Because when I do create these videos, I think about all of you. That's saying, when I started my social media, it wasn't primarily to film ghost stories, but that's what the paranormal communities that I have here on social media, that's what they told me they want. And I enjoy it, and I love it, and I love going on site. Like, if you looked, Rita too, you could look at my channel. I have some lives from Greece. I was in Greece in April, and I will be back in Greece in October. So I have, thank you for the smile emojis. Two, I did go live several times on here. And I think I said to you also too, if you want October, I would be willing to go live from the Acropolis for all of you too, if you want that, because I can walk and talk the same time. I've been to the Acropolis about 20 times. I've been going since I was 4 years old. But I do listen to the content, like saying we're talking about pets, animals, right? That with your animals, you should work on developing a telepathic connection, right? That your dogs, your cats, they understand telepathically when you're speaking to them, because that's the whole thing with the psychic, right? When I do investigations, whether it's ghosts or spirits on the grounds, they're most of the time communicating to me telepathically. And then I spin what they're telling me into a question, that they'll activate the equipment for all of you. So you get to see that in real time, but your animals, you develop a telepathic connection for communication. And if like you look at one of the lives, I had Cypress, who I'm very close to. He's a German Shepherd. On the background, that's what I was trying to here. I'm pointing this way. I was trying to put a background up, but I haven't been able to figure it out the last couple times. But so you're getting the china cabinet behind me again today. But that's what two animals are very psychic. That's what two, when they know a person, that's the instinct. They rely on their psychicness more than we do a lot of the time. So that is important with your fur family to develop your psychic connection with them, because they do respond to that saying. I know with me and Cypress, we have a very strong psychic connection. I'll give you, for example, it was Thursday night, and he was thinking about food. I was picking up his telepathy. I don't want to get too complex, but sometimes he'll astral to me because, missing me. So your animals can also, their soul can astral to you. Like your dogs, Stella, they're still your dogs. They can astral to you and spend time with you that way and still be here. I am teaching that workshop in July, astral projection, and I will try to get it online, because that's also too, I do take psychic questions, astrology and all of that, but I also teach just as I was a professor at the universities, because it's also to understand how this all works, right? To me, that's a necessity, the understanding as well. Again, I am teaching workshops in upstate New York in July, but I don't think there's anybody on really in, close to, that's an hour south of Buffalo. And that's where also I just booked that lighthouse to go live with all of you. That's going to be July 22nd. Now, saying with Rita, that is going to be later in the day. But I should be able to go live with all of you, that if you can't catch it, you can always watch the replay, right? You can always check out my page for replays. And like saying, Stella was on the other day, and when I uploaded the replay, I was on for about 50 minutes just a couple days ago, and YouTube only recorded 15 minutes of the replay. That's it. The rest was gone. Now, you could say, maybe what I was saying wasn't supposed to be on YouTube yet. Not that I was saying anything negative or bad, but I was putting my 2 cents in about a couple different metaphysical topics. But saying the next live is going to be Saturday again. When I go live with all of you, it'll be Saturday, June 6th. But I'm thinking I may go live with all of you first because of the time zones. That's why I'm saying I have a couple other lives that I do, but I go on at night because those listeners are all in the United States. But here, like Rita's Philippines, and we have Pakistan, and we have Scotland, and we have Spain, and we have Greece, and we have South America. I'm saying this with YouTube and also with, Facebook. When I was in Greece, you responded really well to the Athens First Cemetery highlights. So I pay attention to all this. That's why when I'm asking you, where are you tuning in from? So I also know with your time zone, because that's why saying, as I said, I do go on a different time here on YouTube, and I'm going to point Facebook is to the right. That's saying, and because I try to make it happen that it's a time. Hi, Joss, you're seeing that it's popping up again. That's why I try to make it work that you can have access to a live in real time. And also we get to talk to each other, and you get to talk to me. And as you see, I do read the comments as well. So that'll be June 6th will be the next live. I may post a time, like an announcement, but it's a little bit chaotic when I get to the expo. I've never been to this expo before. I've never been to this location. And that's what I was saying. After I plan to film ghost stories in Princeton, New Jersey, because it's very close to Princeton. See you later, Joss. If you can, next Saturday, I'll be live from the Paranormal Expo if you're interested in that. That'll be Saturday afternoon, probably New York time. Have a great weekend, and tomorrow's the full moon. Just keep that in mind. So that is June 6th. A week from today will be the next live. And as I said, then again, Saturday, I'll be live with an investigation. Again, that's going to be nighttime because bye. See you soon. Again, that's going to be nighttime. And then I think the 20th is another investigation. Again, that's going to be nighttime. I will see if I can get on with thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will from then through the 20th, I will get on with another live like this, but I'm also going to be honest with you. I'm working on writing a paranormal book that's a handbook for all of you, explaining everything. And that is very time consuming, and I'm saying in a positive, but that's what I'm saying. When I get done with the live today, I'm organizing to spend the day writing. And it's a lot of, explaining different aspects of the paranormal for all of you. And I'm trying to make it readable. So writing books does take a lot of time, but I will have this format of a live again in June, definitely. And by the end of June, I'm in Florida. And I definitely going to bring you a paranormal investigation. I'm just not sure about the location yet. So it's giving you an idea. You see how it schedules. I like schedules because it was, I was trained to like schedules. Saying I do also offer ghost tours here locally, but I know none of you so far are local, so I won't really talk about that. But to say I'm thinking about this, because I know this week I do really want to try to get more writing time in. So yeah, it'll be June 6th will be the next live. It might be late morning on the 6th. It really depends what time I get to the expo. Saying, and then there will be another live this format the month of June. I'll definitely commit to that. But, if you're not following my channel, follow my channel. Saying I hopped on today, as I said to you, because I was just on with a live a couple days ago, but I'm going to point to the right. You have the total replay, but you only have 15 minutes, and it's with Stella, and we're talking about, her fur family. So that's also why I jumped on. But I'm going to hop off. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow's the full moon. Pace yourself. Stay hydrated. Do something relaxing. Watch who you interact with. Keep yourself in check. So the next live will be June 6th from the Paranormal Expo in Plainsboro, New Jersey, which is Princeton, New Jersey. So I will be live with all of you then. And I'm going to sign off for now, but follow my channel. If you're not following my channel, as I've said, I take requests, ghost story videos. I do want to try to post a full moon video for all of you, but the next live will be Saturday, June 6th. So that is 6/6/2026. That will be the Paranormal Expo. So have a great weekend, everyone, and I will see you soon. See you soon, everyone. Have a great weekend.